Hello friends, welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. This is going to be the 51st video where we are going to discuss about the park and hold documents. How to park and how to hold documents in S4Hana. So with this, let's start sharing the screen. Uh, I hope you are able to see the screen. Yes, as I was discussing, this is a S4HANA video, FICO module, and 51st video where we would be discussing how to park and hold documents in S4HANA, and this would be an end user video. If we scroll to the left, if we look back, whatever we have done so far. We have covered several chapters, which starts from enterprise structure. We are yet to record the overview though, but yeah, I have to do that and upload it. But already enterprise structure is uploaded, and then fiscal year variant and posting period variant is done. Then we looked into general ledger accounts and document splitting. We showed how to classify and do document splitting. And then we spoke about the controlling area profit center and the cost center. It's a long chapter. And post that, we discussed about currency types, ledgers, and accounting principles, integration of the controlling and financial accounting. And then we spoke about master data, its configuration, and configuration and the end user, uh, both the customer and the vendor master data. And then we spoke about the documents and the various controls or the parameters that control the document entry. And then we discussed about how to, how to configure a default fiscal year and a value date while entering a document. Then we went into taxes on sales and purchases, both AR and AP. We discussed about the tolerance limit, and finally, today, this is the current chapter that we will be talking, where we will be talking about how to park and hold documents. Okay. So if you see that this is the video name, and this are the menu path which I'll be discussing once I log into SAP. This is these are all end user type videos. The T codes are mentioned over here, and these are the various activities that we are going to touch. And This is a section where we are talking about the parking and holding the document of GL, AR, and AP, general ledger accounts, receivable accounts, payable. And this is the name of the chapter: park and hold document. So before we even go further, let's try to understand what is a parking and what are the holding documents, why we do it in the first place. So usually, if we go back to the notes, see for number 20, if you see this is number 20, and for number 20, the corresponding notes, what are the differences has been mentioned here before, has been mentioned here. So holding the document is that suppose we don't have the complete information while we are posting the document, then we can put it on hold, which is like a kind of a saved as a draft, right? We save it as a draft, but yet not submit, right? So we save it as a draft for a future use. That is called a holding of a document. Okay. While parking of a document is mostly for another person to review for approval purpose. So we are parking it. I, as an suppose a team member, I have authority to park a document. Say here it's mentioned about $10,000, right? But I have got a $15,000 document, which I should not post, or the tolerance group won't allow me to post the document. So what I'll do is that I'll park the document for my supervisor to review, and he will further post the document. So this is mostly for the review and approval process, right? There are other things that has been mentioned here, like for a generate for holding document, no numbers are generated, but for parking the document, the numbers are generated, and the numbers are generated in the same way as it is for the parking for usual posting documents, right? So the way we define the number ranges for both the okay, hi. For both the posting documents, documents that are posted, the parking documents, the number ranges are also generated as we have defined during the configuration stage, right? And That's it, more or less about the park and hold documents. The parking document, the numbers we can reuse, and the holding document number generated, we can use those numbers. But the parking document we cannot use the same number again, right? So this is what has been mentioned. And then that is more or less. And the similarity is that they don't update the general ledger account. So both the parked and hold documents, as long as these are not posted, the general ledgers, corresponding general ledger is not updated with those figures and entries, right? So this is more or less about park and hold. So just to reiterate or to summarize, holding document is like a save as a draft. Parking document is that to hold it for further review. This is the basic two differences about the objective of parking and holding a document. With that, let's go to SAP S4HANA, and this is SAP S4HANA 2020. All right, and here we'll go to accounting, financial accounting, and first we will do a general ledger. Okay, so if you see general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable. So what I will do is that I will hold first I will do is that I'll first like pass an a document do a document entry in the general ledger, hold it, and then park it, and then post it. The same exercise I'll repeat it for accounts receivable and accounts payable. All right, so I go here and I do a document entry. I go to AB50. Now I will give the document date. Reference is hold hold and park GL HK HKNM. Okay, which means hold and park document GL the document for HKNM. HKNM is our company code. So HKNM means Hakuna Matata, right? Yeah, you have heard the name in a movie called Lion King, which is one of my favorite movie. Oh, see, we are in the wrong company code. Our company code is HKN, but it is in CC UK. So what I'll do is that I'll switch the company code first. So I will delete it and rename it as HKN. It didn't take. Now it will take. I hit enter. So I have to do it one more time from the beginning. So yes, I will go to the doc. I'll take the document date as the posting date. I give the reference number. Reference number is a document number. So it would be hold. Yeah, I got it. It was not lost. And then what I'll do is document header text. I'll say cash deposit cash deposit. Okay, and then what I'll do is that I will debit. So what is the entry, guys? To deposit cash to bank. So bank account debit to cash account. So I will take, where's the cash account? So cash account, as I said, bank account debit to cash account. So cash account should be credited. And let's imagine that we will deposit 10,000 GBP, correct? And the same thing, I will go and now I will debit the bank account. So bank account I give here and I select debit and I give the same GBP. Now I am not too sure about it. I need some more information. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to hold it as of now. Okay, which is, as I mentioned, save as draft. I need some more information and I need to come back. So I'll hold the document and I will say hold one hold one and HKN. Hold one HKN. All right. So with that, we are done, and that is how to hold the document. So document is held. If you see, document hold one HKNM was held. Now I got the information. Let's imagine next day or so after a few hours I got the information, and now I want to come back and I want to post the document. So what I'll do is that I'll come to the same screen and I will click on Trion. Now I will see this on this. It will show hold one HKNM. I'll double click here and this document will show, and I'll do a tree off. Now what I'll do is, say I will say cash deposit, and I will give Citibank. I'll give Citibank. So this I made complete because it was the information was not with me. Now I got the information cash deposit Citibank, and then I want to park the document because I want to want my N plus one to review it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on the park document. As simple as that. And if you see that this number is generated, this number is as per the document number range that we have configured for this essay type document. Essay type means general ledger type document. So it is now part, and now after this I will have to post the document. So what I'll do is that I will go out, yes. And then I will go to document. Okay, hello. 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 All right. Hey guys, hello. All right. So, and then I will come to the parked documents, and then I will click on FB50. Okay. So I'll click on FBV0, sorry, FBV0 to post and delete the document. See here it is showing up, but suppose I have several documents, so it will show the last document. And if I say I have like 10, 15, documents which are parked, and I don't know, I want to generate the list. I will do like this, and then I will click on execute. So this will generate the list. So we have just single, but if there are like more than multiple documents which has been parked, the list will be generated, and I can go to the document which I want to review. Now I'll double click this, and I review this document, and I see that okay, this is fine in all respect, and then I will post the document. So what I'll do is that I'll click on post the document. So this document has been posted in HKN, right? So that's how I posted the I fold, I part, and I posted the GL document. Now if I go out, I will do the same exercise for just give me a moment. There is a lot of background noise. I will come. All right, guys, I'm back, and okay, so we are done with the GL, and now we will go to the accounts receivable. So accounts receivable, similarly, I will do a document entry. I'll go to FB70, and then I will and let me check my company code. Otherwise, the entire thing I have to repeat. No, I'm in a wrong company code. So what I'll do is that I'll change my company code. I will delete this, and I'll update my company code as HKNM and select this and hit enter. All right, and then I will select my customer. So these are the customers that I have configured. So this is a local customer. This is a one-time customer, and this is a foreign customer. So what I'll do is that I'll take the local customer. Okay. Same way, invoice date as the posting date as the invoice date. I so I sold gave some service to the customer, and I am going to charge say again I say £5,000, £5,000 from the customer, and the reference would be hold hold one, because see I can reuse it, so it is not prompting, so it is hold one. No, sorry. That is for the. So this is for reference, right? So for reference, what I'll do is this is hold and park AR, and then I'll say HKNM. Okay, and the text I'll write hold and park AR and demo, and then say HKNM. Okay. Now, what I'll do is I will select a revenue account. I'll select a revenue account. I select this revenue account, and I give £5,000 and I hit enter. See, it says that it needs a relevant tax code. Now you must remember that the relevant tax code for a for a customer, in case of a customer, it would be output tax. Which output tax, as mentioned in the previous videos, that output tax is signified, it is signified as A. Okay, so we will select A0. A0 is our output tax. Okay, and then we hit enter. Now again it's saying that it needs a cost object. So instead of scrolling like this, what I will do is that I will double click here and it will open up like this. So I will select the cost center, some relevant cost center. If you see that this is audit, this is ERP, this is management consultancy, this is tax, and I don't remember what is the TL stands for though. Anyway, so let's say that we have done a ERP implementation for this customer, and the question is, why should he charge £5,000, 5,000 pound for a pound for a ERP implementation? It should be more. But anyways, so let's imagine that we have done some kind of a fixing maintenance work for the ERP. So we have, this is the interim billing. Okay, so we have charged £5,000 for the ERP implementation, and it is going to the ERP implementation. Now I'll click back. Done. So, but still now this £5,000, what I'm going to do is that I want this to be reviewed by my n+1. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'm going to park this document. Done. I am parked this document. Now I have to come back and I have to review the document. Not me. My n+1 will come and review the document, and he will post the document. So what I'll do is, I'll do is that I will go out, go to document, and go to park document, and then post document. Same way I could, like this is the last document that has been parked is showing up. I could also go to the document list as well, and I can generate the list of all the documents that has been parked by this user ID. So I will click here and I will go. So I'll review this. It is fine. Everything looks fine. So what I'll do now is that I'll try to simulate it to see that everything is fine. Yes, it is simulated and everything is looks good. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to post the document. So if you see, this AR document is posted and this is the document number generated. Okay, so we have understood how, or we have seen how to hold, park, and post a GL document and a AR document. Now we are going left with the AP document. Okay, so we will, let's collapse the menu. Now I'll go back to financial accounting, financial accounting, and then this is I'll be going to the accounts payable. Here again, same way I'm going to, excuse me, enter an invoice. So even before I enter the invoice, as I mentioned before, I should check the company code, because if I'm in a wrong company code and I identify that in the midway, again I have to check the change the company code, and I have to again start from the beginning. So what I'll do is that I should check the company code. Yes, I am not in the right company code. I have to change my company code. So what I'll do is that I'll click on company code, and I take off this company code and give my own company code, which is Hakuna Matata, HKANM, and I hit enter. Now I will select again a local vendor of Hakuna Matata, and I'll take this 1234 finance. Okay, and then again I'll take the posting date at the as the invoice date, and then let's think. So okay, so I will put 1,000 GBP, and then in the reference I'll say hold uh, and park AP. Okay, now if you remember, this is AP and then HKNM. Then I in the text I will also say hold, and here I will say P. Done. So we are good with this, and then I'll say expense. I have to take a expense account, right? So what expense account we should take? So for example, we can take some expenses, like some expenses that which have we have incurred for like for the audit department, right? So I will take this, okay, for our audit department, or probably a ERP implementation department. So there is some expense that we have incurred for our ERP implementation department. So it would be hitting that GL account and the respective cost center. So it's the same 1000 GBP. Okay, and I hit enter and let's see what it says. So it says that this is the relevant tax code. Now, as mentioned before, like in the case of customer, I take a output tax which is identified by A0, A1, A2, the way we have configured. The same way a vendor, for a vendor for a purchase, it would be a input tax which should be identified by a V series, mostly by a V series. Okay, it should be V0, V1, V. Okay, so I select B0 and I hit enter, right? So it's all set, and I see this is the document, but um, yes. So what I'll do is that I'll hold the document. I hold the document and I say hold, and I say hold. This is the name that I gave, and I hold it. Now I came back. I got some. I didn't have the information. I saw it. As I mentioned before, hold is like a save as drop. So I'm applying or something. They say save as dropped, and you come back and again you complete it. So now I got the information. Now I'm about to complete the post. So what I do is that I'll click on tree on. I look for my held document. I click on this. I do a tree off, and probably what I'll do is I saw that it should be 1500. Okay, and I hit enter, right? And then 1500, and I want to park the document for further review. Okay, so I park the document here, and then I go out. Yes, and then I go to documents, and all this I'm doing in accounts payable node. So I am in document, and then I go to park document and then post delay. So I could have generated a document list, but by now we know how to generate the document list. So I click directly hit enter. So this will take me here, and the supervisor sees that yes, everything is fine. He just want to simulate it. So he simulated it. Everything is fine. It's $1,500, and it is going to 1 2 3 4 finance, and the expense is for the ERP implementation department. Tax is V0. Everything is fine. If you see, the period is 5, right? And which is in the month of August, and the fiscal year is 2021. Our company code is HKNM. So he sees everything, right? And the reference document should be as it should be, hold and park document for HKNM. So he will post the document. So he posts the document. So if you see, this document is posted in the company code HKNM. So here in this video, we have seen how to park the document, how to post the document. First how to hold the document, how to park the document, how to post the document in GL, AR, and AP. So I believe you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon and share it with all your friends. And if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.